Hey, 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 America. It's a new day. And new things is going on. And we need to take notice. And we got to rise up against the oppression. We have to take what they're doing very serious. We have to know that it's serious. We have to be more involved, more inclusive, more focused, more driven, more dedicated to the cause. We can't sit on our hands. We can't expect them to understand. And if history is anything, a great teacher that it is, it shows that Democrats are the original slave owners, are, the, true, they really wanted to keep slavery. I mean, the South was Democrats in the South too. They weren't just Republicans, Probably some of them was like they are today, but for the most part, they were Democrats. So, it doesn't, move me either way that Hillary feel the way that she feel, But she a part of the establishment. She went with the punches, right? Ain't no big secret. I don't know why everybody give her the big high five. I know earlier in my recordings, I know I talk about Hillary a great deal and possibly and voting for her and stuff like that. But, I've had a change of heart. I've done some serious thinking. I think it was warranted given the situation. Obama has put us on the uptick. President Obama put us on the uptick. And, like most Americans, I want to, continue in the same, direction. So, me being a striving entrepreneur, trying to just make life happen, live comfortable, I feel like it's imperative that we understand the importance of this election. This election means more than, just, health care, more than just immigration, more than just Republican, Democrat. This election is about America. Everyone in it. It's about the rich too. This election isn't just about, what Republicans want to do. We all have seen over the past 8 years, the past 16 years, the direction Republicans want to take our country. We've seen it. 16 years we have seen this. We're tired. We need to focus on a new direction. We need to get our thoughts and our priorities together, just like we do in our households when it comes to paying bills, when it comes to making sure your mortgage and your rent is paid, and your car notes is paid, and your phones is working, and your internets is working, and all these other things, man. We as Americans, we are responsible people. We've shown that through the test of time because our kids, we've shown our fortitude, No one can take that away from us. No senator, no president, no congressman. They can't take that away from us, man. We as American citizens, man, day in, day out, live our life. So just because they put all this stuff on the airwaves and turn our TVs into their personal bleep boxes, doesn't make sense, people. Do we really want a dishonest president? Forget the face, forget the gender. Do we really want a dishonest president? That's what it boils down to. isn't being a president supposed to mean something to us, the leader of the free world? In this case, man, anybody can be president. We can pick a bum off the street, dress him up in some nice clothes, give him a decent haircut, put some private security around him, call him a president. Does that make him president? What makes a president a president? What makes you qualified to be the president at this point? That, from what I see, this is a mockery of the United States, man. Our forefathers are rolling around in their graves, can't believe it. They probably sitting up playing chess, talking about what a shamble. What is going on? We the people shall rise. We have to. For our kids. We have to. We have to take our Social Security back. We have to take our VAs back. We have to take our hospitals back. We have to take our pharmacies back. It's our money we make. We can buy it. We can buy medicine from whoever we want. And because those very people that we put in office get paid by us, through us, and supposedly supposed to be helping us, do you feel it? All I feel them doing is doing the finger pointing game. Finger pointing. Remember how your parents used to tell you, stop the finger pointing? It's everybody's fault. Anybody remember that? Because I remember that. I got, 3 other siblings. We used to finger point all the time. My mom used to be like, it's all y'all fault, and with a whole bunch of expletives. Whole bunch. Excuse me. So, I just really think, man, we as Americans, we have to come together, man, and get behind a solid candidate with good credentials, strong credentials you can, lean on and go by. Proven. Good ideas, fresh ideas. I remember when Obama came into office, he was fresh. You always heard of, the Carl Lewis's, or the Ed Reeds, the Mitch McConnells of the world. You always heard about them guys, man. But it was rare to have an inspiring face like Obama had. That young, vibrant, guy. That attention grabber. Heck of a smile. The kind of wit and that was needed in the House and in the Senate, for that matter. The Senate and the House, for that matter. When he spoke, you listened. That kind of guy. There's no question. There's no question that him being new and fresh gave new ideas to people. People felt better about what they were doing, when they were going to work, and what they were going to work for, That's what we need as a president. We need fresh presidents. Cycle after cycle, if it takes that. We are the most important people, man. We need, fresh senators. We need fresh House representatives. We need fresh people. Sitting about the Tea Party. Sitting about, any party. Who got the right message? Who willing to take on the task of pulling America out of this dreadful, in biblical times, astronomical civil war? Who want to do that? Who want to tell Tung you, hey man, we ain't coming to touch your property. Keep your waterways clear. Don't mess with your neighbors. We good. Let's keep the trade flowing. Is China and Russia working together to bring down the United States of America? It's plausible. We're Americans. We're America. They envy us. Of course, they got ideas. You'd be a damn fool to think not. But they have to put a face on it. Islam. Jihad. Come on, man. That stuff don't exist, man. I can remember when all this stuff first started, man. All that dude used to say, that guy, man. Ooh, his name is on the tip of my tongue. Sweetness. The guy just wanted his people to, do something different than what everyone was used to. And everyone blew up over it and got into this Libya thing and all this old stuff like that, man. That stuff was unavoidable. We didn't have to stick our 2 cents in, but, that's the consequences. And when they say trickle-down effect, that's a cold word. Because when they went into Iraq, changed the ballpark over there, man. It's the trickle-down effect. That one big war started a series of wars that we got to consequently stay involved in. Think about that, man. That one big war. Trickle-down effect. They telling you. Trickle-down effect. They're going to try it with the money on the Americans. They're going to pay for the wars. We're going to raise their taxes and, we ain't going to raise their wages to pay for the. And we, United States, we print our own currency. Come on, man. You give people a raise, there ain't no inflation. Because that means the stores are going to raise their prices to compensate for the inflation. I'm just saying, it all works out in the end. Y'all talk about times changing, we're moving towards this, we're moving in this direction and that direction. Obama put ideas in place that's going to move this country forward in the right direction. That means, man, we got to be, competing with the biggest and the brightest and the best. Them Fortune 500 companies, man, they still want to make that Fortune 500 company money. And there is a such thing as new investors. So, I think we all, as Americans, need to move in a different direction on this election thing. Jill Stein looks good to me. Okay? So, with that being said, I love giving y'all audience what y'all need. It's really good talking to y'all. I don't have many views yet, but it's coming, I'm sure. So, think about that, man. Think about the vote. We only got a few days left, so we got to take this serious. Stay safe, stay solid, stay strong.